This song is dedicated to Malala and Kailash.
Hello everybody, good morning. This is Steve Calloway, Steve Calloway 1 on YouTube, and I already did my morning, my daily beacon of hope and love and hope for today, July 3rd, 2025, but I came across this one as I was looking for some other material, and I just had to get this out here to you because I think this is important. How would you like to start every day? Now, there's lots of different ways you can start a day. Sometimes you can get up and say, oh man, I got to go to work. Or there's something I have to do today I don't really want to do or whatever. You can have a negative outlook on things. Or you can try to have a positive outlook on things. And what I usually do every morning when I wake up, I say, hey, I woke up. That's a good thing, right? And I joke around that I say I take my pulse next to see if I'm still alive. And if I am, I go out and make it happen, right? So it's you make of it what you want to make of it. I came across this poem by Mery, Zamani, Mosarz, and this is just a beautiful thought. So what I wrote over here on the far left in the big box over there is I wish everyone would print this or rewrite it in your own language and handwriting and post it somewhere where you will see it every day. Inspirational, uplifting, motivational. So I said, well, how can I ask the people to do that if I don't do it? So on the right-hand side near the bottom is my handwritten copy of this poem by Mery Zamani. That's going right on my bathroom mirror. I got a spot for it, and there's nothing else on it. This will be the only thing on it, besides my face, of course. And I'm going to read this every day. Now, you might notice if you're looking at it, my penmanship, pen-personship, whatever you want to call it, is not very good. I also made one mistake in there, and I left it in there. I didn't rewrite it because if I didn't make a mistake, it wouldn't be me, okay? There's always got to be at least one mistake in there somewhere. But the other thing I tend to do a lot is I tend to go from capital letters to little letters to sometimes in the middle of a word I do that. I don't know why I do it. It's just a thing. And I probably should have sharpened my crayon so it would come out better. But this is good enough for me. I can read my own writing. It may be a new form of communication, but I'm going to put it on my mirror, and I'm going to read it every day because I think this is an important message. Let me read it for you. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. I wrote happy day because every day is not Wednesday, right? From the heart of mist and the song of water, I wish for you a bright beginning, a light heart, and a day full of grace and smiles. Dear God, for the hearts that place their hopes in you, on this sacred morning, lift their sorrows and light their path with divine guidance. Let the sound of water bring you peace. Today, only goodness is on its way to you. Mery Zamani. Now, I don't know how Mery knew this, but every day when I get up, I probably shouldn't tell you guys some of this stuff. Every day when I get up, I go into the bathroom, like most people do, I guess. And but what I do is I have dentures, okay? Almost all these teeth on the top are fake, except for the one right here. This one sticks down all the time. That one's real. And so I got these dentures, and I got to I soak them in Listerine overnight. Then I have to wipe them out with a towel or whatever to get the water out of them before I put my denture cream on. Oh, this getting old stuff is not for the faint of heart. So when I do that, the first thing I do when I walk into the bathroom is I have to walk by the sink first. So I turn the hot water on. Then I go take care of business over there at the commode. And then I come back and I rinse the dentures off to get the Listerine off them. And then I wipe them clean with a little towel that I have there. So they're nice and clean and nice and dry. Then I get my denture cream. Okay, so anyway, Grandma Mery starts this off with, good morning, happy Wednesday. I put down day, of course I explained why. From the heart of mist and the song of water. That's everything I do in the first thing in the morning. That's why I went into that little description. I wish for you a bright beginning. If I can get my teeth in straight, I'm a happy guy. I already accomplished something for the day. Oh, the other thing I do when I first get up in the morning, before I go in the bathroom, I make my bed. It's not perfect. It's not like out of the Better Homes and Gardens. I just straighten it out a little bit. And there's usually one or both of the dogs are still laying on it, so I can't really do too much about that. I'm not disturbing them. They have the right to sleep too, right? And as we move down the list here, I wish for you a bright beginning, a light heart. Absolutely. And a day full of what I did with there, I don't know why I did it. I wrote light, and then I crossed it off. A day full of grace and smiles. I don't know why I wrote light. I just did. It just came out. Bad Steve. Dear God, for the hearts that place their hopes in you on this sacred morning, lift their sorrows. Yeah, you know, if you have everybody's got some mixture of good things and bad things in their average day, I would suppose. And starting the day off with a bunch of sorrows is probably not the best way to start your day. Why don't you look positive, see positive, and go out there and try to be positive. You know, if you're sad about stuff, why not try to make somebody else happy? You know, and that will in turn make you happy, I would think, for pretty much everybody. I know making other people happy is its own reward in a lot of ways. So, dear God, for the hearts that place their hopes in you on this sacred morning, lift their sorrows and light their path with divine guidance. Let the sound of water bring you peace. Today, only goodness is on its way to you. Mery, Zamani, Mosarz. Tell me that's not a mantra to start the morning with, right? So, anyway, just a quick one. I stretched it out quite a ways. Sorry about that. You know, I'm Irish. Part of my heritage is Irish. The other half is Dutch. That makes me stupid and stubborn. But the other thing about the Irish that's kind of neat is we tend to relate things through story. And, you know, like what do they call it, a verbal tradition, right? And spoken tradition, whatever. I can't remember the right word, but whatever, because I got Swiss cheese for a brain. Anyway, let us move on. I hope you guys like this, and I hope you guys will, some of you probably will write this down and put it on your mirror, or print it, or however else you want to get it on your mirror. You can take a picture with your phone, and you can print that from your printer maybe. I don't know if you got that ability. And you can... To me, I used to do this when I was younger, and I don't know how I got away from it. I used to put stuff on the mirror, little sticky notes. You know, you can put anything on there you want to make your day better. Steve, don't forget to smile. Steve, stay away from the refrigerator. Quit eating, okay, Steve? Stuff like that to try to get yourself in the right frame of mind, right? To me, because my whole life I've been on a diet, but it's mostly the seafood diet. You know what I'm talking about. So, I see food, I eat it, and that's all. You know, little sticky notes. And I found out later in life, as my mother got Alzheimer's. It was probably about 7 or 8 years before she actually passed away, as a result of the steady decline of Alzheimer's. She started writing a lot of sticky notes and leaving them around. I just, I asked her one time about it. She said, "Oh, it's just old age." And I thought, yeah, I hear people's memory goes, right? So my mother was a fairly private person. She ran a restaurant, and she was like the hostess, and she was great at that. She's very personable, very, what would you call it, like business-like, but she was also friendly, and she loved to get customer feedback at the restaurant and that kind of thing. So, but then she lived right in the same building as the restaurant, up on the second floor, made herself a beautiful apartment up there. And this was after she sold her house on the lake over here in Canandaigua. So but she didn't have a lot of visitors and a lot of company. Once in a while, but not very often. And she got most of her social needs out as hostess of the restaurant and talking with her family. Pretty much everybody in my family worked there at one time or another. And when she was on her decline and she moved in with one of my sisters, her bathroom mirror, it was huge, and it was almost completely full except for a little spot in the middle of sticky notes telling her to remember to take her pills and do this and that. I don't even know how she remembered the order in which to follow the notes, but she had them all around her mirror, And they were reminding her to do pretty much everything, even real simple things. I think she added those as time went on. And eventually, of course, she was unable to manage all that stuff. So I hope this isn't the start for me. But I'm putting it on my mirror, dag nabbit. Okay. All right, guys. You guys have a nice day, all right? I just thought you might enjoy this little side note to the morning, or my good morning videos, okay? Bye-bye. Hello, everybody. Good morning. This is Steve Calloway here, Steve Calloway 1 on YouTube, and we're here with another poem from Grandma Mery, Mery Zamani Mosarz. And this is a morning wish for a good morning. And this is quite nice. I think I'm going to print this and post it up on my mirror up in my bathroom so I can read it every day. Let me read it for you. Good morning. Happy Wednesday. From the heart of mist and the song of water, I wish for you a bright beginning, a light heart, and a day full of grace and smiles. Dear God, for the hearts that place their hopes in you, on this sacred morning, lift their sorrows and light their path with divine guidance. Let the sound of water bring you peace. Today only goodness is on its way to you. Mery Zamani Mosarz. Tell me they shouldn't be on everybody's mirror. Or maybe the refrigerator, somewhere. It ought to be somewhere where you can look at it every day and refer to it and say, you know what? Yes, that's the day that I'm going to have today. That day right there. All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Just a little short one because I thought it was important to get this out immediately. Now, I will say that today is Thursday, not Wednesday, but Grandma Mery, I don't know when this was posted. Looks like the end of May. So I'm a little behind the times, but this is a beautiful thought. Let's move on. Have a great day, guys. Make it your own.
Dog, say goodnight, and I think to myself.